And lo, I have returned. I hope you enjoyed the music. That was most of the first album of Versus Video Games. Again, as I said before starting it, if you liked what you heard, if anyone happened to be sticking around for the transition period between One Dog Story and Batman, then I highly suggest you check out Daniel Tidwell's YouTube channel, which I believe is simply called Daniel Tidwell. Easy to remember, yeah? The guy does some pretty awesome metal covers of, like I said, video game music and various movie and TV themes. And in terms of actual albums, he has done 3 Versus Video Games albums, with a 4th in the works. He was supposed to release that a couple of years ago now. I actually tossed him a few dollars via Kickstarter to get the thing going. And due to certain circumstances, according to him, he, he's been a bit delayed on releasing it, but I have faith. I mean, he's already put out 3 of these albums. I don't think he's going to gyp everyone who gave him cash on it for the 4th. So no, I think we will get it, and it's going to be amazing. He's already released a couple of tracks from it, and let's see. He did a Phoenix Wright cover. Cornered, I believe the name of the song was, and that was pretty good. And I think there's going to be music from Final Fantasy VI and GoldenEye on there, so it's going to be pretty good. Anyway, that's my ramble about Mr. Tidwell. So, moving the night right along, let us dive into the 2nd episode of the 2nd season of Telltale's Batman game. Batman, the Enemy Within. I believe this episode is called The Pact. Which, if you were here for my last playthrough of this, if you played it yourself, if you've somehow, one way or the other, seen the first episode of this, you realize that The Pact is the name of a organization that the Riddler was part of. I say was because, spoiler alert, the Riddler, he dead. He was killed by a shadowy figure at the end of the first episode, with some kind of poisoned dirt. And he seemed to mention a lot of things about one John Doe. White-faced prick or something, I believe he called him. So it kind of leads one to believe that perhaps John Doe is the man who killed the Riddler. Which, considering who John Doe eventually becomes, the fact that he used poison is rather telling. So yeah, we had 2 high-profile deaths in the first episode. We had Lucius Fox get killed really quickly by the Riddler himself, and then after an epic confrontation with him, the Riddler just straight up gets murdered. I mean, dude. Telltale Batman hardcore. With his identity on the line, Bruce must work with a new power player in Gotham. A criminal conspiracy is growing in the shadows, threatening the entire city. And as I mentioned last time, I'm pretty sure these silhouetted figures here are Harley Quinn, Bane, and Mr. Freeze. I mean, that could be Hugo Strange too, but I'm going to say it's probably Freeze. Let's find out, shall we? Loading, loading. La 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 loading. Let's all sing the loading song. Oh, I get the feeling that I fucked up a lot in the last episode too. Like, Alfred's apparently vengeful. Lucius's daughter hates me. Gordon's suspicious. Gordon's probably the person I ended off on best terms with.
A madman from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced.
Except for the last
And
danger.
the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
Oh yeah, that's the other
Riddler
thing.
was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive.
Waller knows who I am.
But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne. First thing you need to
Damn
know,
it, Waller.
I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Mori, I will continue to keep it. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the mask. You have to understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves.
If that's true, then reinstate Gordon as commissioner.
You really are loyal to that stubborn old mule, aren't you?
Damn right I am.
I'll tell you what. Play nice with me now, and when this is all over, I'll make things right with Gordon. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans.
Except they're the ones who probably killed
I'm
him.
gonna need eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
I know when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. It's the mask that fits best at the time.
Tactical. Now you're speaking my language.
What the hell?
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons...
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you. Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
If I'm on a boat, what did I just grapple onto? Is it like the old school Spider-Man cartoon and I'm swinging on clouds? Or are we just underneath a bridge? Either way. Man, GCPD must have like a really high life insurance policy. Or a really crappy one, depending on how it goes. It's Gotham, it's probably crappy, let's be real. It's a hellhole for everybody, especially for police. He'll be okay.
What more do you want with me?
Shut it. You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. outlive your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck. Or keep running your mouth and maybe I'll splatter you all over the wall.
I'll save you, Chip.
Whoa. How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
Really big one.
It's okay. Get out of here.
Who's the really big one?
Thank you, Batman.
As if I need to ask. I think I've got a good idea.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
All right. I'll make it one more round.
Son of...
Maybe I should have disarmed him first. Oh well. He's Superman! No, he's dead.
Who are you?
A nightmare. Much like yourself.
Yeah, it's Bane.
But you can call me Bane. A man cannot win a war alone.
That's what you think.
You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone.
Right in the ass! Oh!
I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
Got Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison.
Trogoon! Oh. Oh, that's bad.
Save your strength, man. This one is mine.
Okay, that's how Venom works in this game, then. Could have figured by all the scars on his neck. This is gonna suck. Armbar. Actually, arm drag takedown, I guess.
I will give you a piece for death. If you take it.
Push it! Can't you leave me alone? No, no breaking. Bane, no breaking.
This pain you're feeling, Batman.
That pain? What I'm getting from that is when he comes down from the Venom.
Did you get him? There is nothing to fear, my friend. eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll take the back way on the docks.
Safe travels, my friends.
It looks like he comes down from the venom pretty quickly. And when he does, it seems like he's weakened. That'll probably come into play later. Gordon knows the city better than anyone. UCB should be able to quickly find stolen weapons, but Waller will feel disrespecting, superseding her authority. Gordon. It's his house. Gotta let him know what happened.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Jim. Hang in there. Help is on the way.
Interesting to see Bane is all tatted up. I'm kind of wondering what many of them mean. Like the number 17 on his chest, what does that mean? Also, I'd like to point out Bane with a bunch of tattoos makes a hell of a lot of more sense than Joker with a lot of tattoos.
Batman!
Thank you,
Say
Suicide
something
Squad.
if you can hear me.
Anyway. Crate. I say crate.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman.
Come on, help me.
It won't move.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you. Come on! You can do it!
It's moving. Jesus Christ.
Just like doing push-ups.
Come on.
Horrible, bone-shattering push-ups.
The mechanic. Where is he? He didn't make it. Damn it. He saved my life.
God damn it, not Chip.
Batman?
It's okay, Jim. They just need a minute.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. But you better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight. These bastards declared war on our city.
Be sure to loop in Waller. She can help you.
I already did. Didn't have a choice. Now that Waller's my superior, I have to loop her into everything. Give us a second, will you?
Right now, it's just common sense that we need all the help we
sticking
can
your
get.
neck out and calling me with this. I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm. You and me, we're nothing like her.
To hell with Waller. This is our city, and we're not going to let her take it from us.
I'm lucky to have you on my side. Thanks again for keeping me in the loop. It means a lot.
That was a bit more extreme than I thought that response would be. Hopefully Waller doesn't get pissed off about that.
Right on time. I'll get to the Batcave. See if I can make some sense of what happened tonight.
So, what did I miss?
I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Ooh, Bullock is here too. That should be interesting. What kind of a Bullock is it going to be?
How is she?
Still in the hospital. Doctors say the hearing damage could be permanent. Damn it, it should have been me. I failed her. I put her in danger. It's my fault.
The blame for what happened to Avesta rests with Riddler, not you.
That's nice of you to say. Look, I owe you one for saving my life back there. So I gotta warn you. Waller flipped when she heard you called Gordon instead of her. You really should stay on Waller's good side for as long as you can. For everyone's sake.
Blake doesn't seem like that bad of a guy.
Tell Avesta you asked about her.
I figured he'd be more of an asshole. Then again, saving a man's life will change
Alfred,
things.
Prep the medbay. We're going to need it.
Prep the medbay. I feel like I just lost 75% of my lungs. Just had my insides punched into my outside.
Bruce!
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine.
Well, you've got
you
me
were
there.
Nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow?
Tomorrow, hell, I'm gonna do it in a few
We
hours from
already
now.
lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We could talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
That's a lovely picture of Bane.
As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
Alfred, we will get through this. You know that, right? This storm will pass.
Yes, I know that, Bruce, and I'm sorry for not being my resolute self. It's just this Bane is terrifying. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks.
Just try not to prick myself with that.
There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Let's see, Gothcorp Labs. Looking at that, I think it's a given that Mr. Freeze is involved.
Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Makes sense that Freeze would attack that.
I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
Oh, yep, that's Victor, all right.
Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
Again, that sounds like Victor, all right. Man's pretty hardcore when he wants to be.
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Oh, that's barbaric.
That's Harley.
Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
Wow, really? Wow. Go Harley. Let's see, what's the Gotham feed say? Supporting our partnership. Stock. Event trial. Anything new? Agency. Cobblepot. Family describes slain Wayne employee as hero. Friends, family, and even billionaire Bruce Wayne gathered at Gotham's Divinity Church today to pay their respects to Lucius Fox, the Wayne Enterprises chief technology officer killed in the explosion that rocked Wayne Tower last Tuesday. An emotional Tiffany Fox, the executive's daughter, described her father as my hero. Fox had been a long-time employee of Wayne Enterprises, shepherding the company's cutting-edge technology through research and development and onto the market. Many have credited him as the true genius behind the Wayne Company's enormous success. I believe that. Though Bruce Wayne himself declined to speak to the press at the funeral, in a statement he called Fox irreplaceable and my most trusted advisor, in more ways than one. Following the funeral, Fox was laid to rest in a family plot at Gotham Cemetery. Opinion: I was wrong about Batman. It's not often I admit defeat, so print this one out and hang it on your refrigerator. Today is a banner day, and it won't come around again anytime soon. That's right, I'm telling you I was wrong. By what you ask? Batman, of course. Mind you, I'm not looking to invite the guy over for dinner anytime soon. But ever since I first heard the word Batman, I've been warning anyone who would listen that at best he's a lunatic, and worst, he's a grave danger to our city. Which brings us to now. Last night, I took my dog for a walk after work. In the dark, near Cobblepot Park. And guess what? The dog and I made it out alive. The thought of being mugged didn't even cross my mind, which made me realize just how safe our streets have become the past few weeks. And it made me think, maybe this Batman guy, who's been helping out the cops, isn't such a bad guy after all. Sure, I'd love to know why he's doing what he's doing, but maybe that's just the old reporter in me. For now, I think I'm happy just knowing things are getting better. Bizarre Riddler launches terrorist attack at Gotham Casino. Gotham police are still on the lookout for a masked criminal known as the Riddler after he led a brazen terrorist attack at the Virago last night. All this happened in the span of 24 hours. That's the other thing that's mind-boggling about this. He went from hitting the scene and causing a bunch of crap to dying in that span of time. Yet that attack was stopped by Batman with the assistance of the GCPD, further proof of their successful partnership. The focus of the attack was reportedly Gotham businessman Rumi Mori, who is currently hospitalized in what officials say is a serious but stable condition. The Riddler evaded capture and remains at large, however GCPD Commissioner James Gordon said all available resources will be assigned to his immediate capture. However, Gordon would not comment on reports that operatives from the agency were on the scene almost immediately. Main tower explosion continues. Yeah. Industrial accident. Biotech and Trigen merger. Oh, that's because I was talking to Mori. So somebody saw me anyway. While the Wayne Enterprises public affairs spokesperson refused to give a statement regarding the meeting, it's no secret that Wayne Enterprises is growing its biotechnological division. Wayne Biotech, while one of Mori's largest holdings is in Trigen, a local biotech company. Five things you need to know about the agency. Wondering about the imposing G-men who have been popping up at Gotham's crime scenes? We sat head down. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but okay. With one of their agents and gathered 5 quick facts that will shed some light on these shadowy figures. 1. Waller is the head. Amanda Waller, former congressional aide, was promoted 6 months ago to regional director of the agency. 2. Region? Everywhere. So how is she regional director if the region is everywhere? Gotham falls under the agency's jurisdiction, as does the entire United States. 3. Riddler is their focus. For those of you thinking that the agency presence means a crackdown on Gotham's crime, their only goal here is to track down the infamous Riddler. 4. Armed and dangerous. Don't get in their way, because the agency has been authorized to use deadly force. 5. The nation's best. The agency is the United States' topmost covert organization and accepts only the most skilled and decorated individuals into their ranks. Over the past year, my partnership with Jim has flourished. I finally won his trust, and Gotham City is a better place for it. Batman used to be hidden. Oh wait, no, the new stuff is up here. Gordon promised that what happened at the harbor won't change anything between us. I'm not so sure. Waller pinned the blame up for the Riddler's death and the abduction of her agents on Gordon. She used it as an excuse to strip him of his position as police commissioner, and now she's taken over the GCPD. Can't help but wonder if I could have stopped it. Gordon trusts me, but I couldn't save his position. Get that. Montoya is a valuable ally, and it means a lot to me to have an officer of her caliber in my corner. I'm not sure how she feels about Bruce Wayne, however, especially after I went to question Mori. I haven't even come across that yet, but alright. Deceased. Lucius is gone. He died in an explosion at Wayne Tower, helping me solve Riddler's puzzle. Loyal friend to the end, his last words will always haunt me. That psycho Riddler was responsible for his death, and I will stop at nothing to avenge him. I never thought I'd see John's face again until he showed up at Lucius's funeral. Evidently, he listed me as his emergency contact when he was discharged from Arkham. Would he be stalking me? He wanted me to meet some of his new friends. I accepted his invitation. He was already making a scene at the funeral. I just wanted to keep him from flying off the handle. Something good did come out of our conversation. John gave me a solid lead on Riddler's location, and that pointed me to an abandoned water tower in Gotham's East End. Could John Doe and the Riddler really be connected? And if so, how? Lucius's funeral didn't go well. No kidding. Tiffany naturally had questions about her father's death, specifically if Riddler's contraption had anything to do with it. So, I told her the truth. I owed her an honest explanation. But in this case, honesty was not the best policy. No kidding. She blew up at me, threatening to dig deeper into what Lucius and I were doing. Maybe I should get in front of that. Recovering from traumatic hearing loss, blame myself for the situation. Okay. Waller confessed to knowing my true identity. This might prove to be dangerous, especially if I choose not to cooperate with her. She warned me to share with her all new information I uncover. I didn't follow her up on instructions to keep her in the loop when I decided to call Gordon instead of immediately after. I don't know how badly this may shake her confidence in me, something I'd like to avoid considering the leverage she could use against me. Using him as bait, attempt to save his partner, pleaded with me to lose in order to do that. Agent Blake narrowly survived his encounter with the Riddler, though I'm not sure if he'll forgive me for allowing his partner to lose her hearing in the process. He seems to be pretty cool with me, though. Eli remains in police custody and refuses to give up any information about the Riddler. Doesn't need to anymore. Okay, so supposedly the Riddler was actually the leader of this group, and now he's dead. That's interesting. The Riddler ambushed Agent Avesta and her team on the docks for an elaborate trap. In the end, I managed to outsmart him, but at a heavy cost. Before we could bring him in for questioning, the Riddler was mysteriously killed with a poisoned dart to the neck. All I have now are his cryptic last words. They broke the pact. But who are they? Why did they want him dead? Or did they even kill him? See, he has John Doe listed as this, as part of this new group of criminals, but he doesn't know that specifically yet, so that might be a interface spoiler. I'm pretty sure John is involved with this crowd now. These are probably the friends. So, I don't know, we'll see. Riddler's hideout, abandoned water tower. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Guns, money, biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
What a hell of a party.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster.
Fair.
Or take on his friends, if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Of course I could use help. But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin. One thing's for sure. We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
John's hardly predictable, but it's a risk I'll have to take.
He clearly sees something in you that appeals to him. It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
My father was one of the best-known criminals in Gotham. It should be easy enough to pretend I'm following in his footsteps.
I suppose it could work.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer.
Wait for it. Ah, there we go. I mean, I know who John is, but I'm still probably going to... Oh, the stacked deck. We're going there again, eh? I think that was the bar from the first game.
That's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Yeah, we know who John is, but I think I'm honestly going to feel bad when I have to turn on him, and I'll probably have to turn on him. Also, shouldn't it be pretty obvious?
Batman? I'll tell you about Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Okay.
What's with the...
It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your right.
Okay.
It feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of I am...
Go on. Finish what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say you're a coward who lets other people do his dirty work. But you get away with it all. Nothing bad ever happens to Bruce Wayne.
And besides the whole dead parents thing. Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you.
So who's the other
You
doll?
look like you could use a drink.
Last time I was in this bar, I beat the crap out of half a dozen guys.
Hey, John. What about my medicine?
The bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress.
What? Who wrote that?
I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday.
Interesting.
These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham.
That sounds exceptionally dangerous.
So... that rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am I? Who am I? You're a rotting, stinking corpse. That's who you are.
Well, that's creepy.
Did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but... Geez, Bruce. You really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really think I'd do that?
No, of course not.
I may as well stay on his
hated him, but, you know, killer.
good side.
What was I thinking?
I know what you were thinking. But hey, no harm done.
Although with the Joker, it's kind of hard to say.
I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around.
And he is.
I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word.
In that case, I'm Batman. Nice to meet you.
I swear.
Let's do it.
Pinky swear.
Friends for life.
What's so strange about a
Let's
pinky
go
swear?
meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
Hey! I'm out of medicine. I don't like your face. I think you're bothering my friend John.
You've got the wrong idea. We're just having a friendly chat.
Calling me a liar? You shouldn't have walked in here. That was your first mistake.
Seems unnecessary.
And it's gonna be your last mistake.
Calm down, Willie. Let me help you out, huh?
A bribe? I can't be bought off that easy, Wayne. Don't insult me. I got standards.
This cash could buy you a whole lot of medicine.
Oh, well, when you put it that way. Thanks, Wayne.
So I don't know if that's something that he would approve of or not.
Let's get out of here.
Again, it's hard to tell which way to swing with him. What would be really neat, and I know this is probably not what they're gonna do, but it would be neat if the way you act around John actually changes his personality. Like, maybe he never does become a murderous psychopath.
Expecting you.
Just a weirdo. But that's probably not gonna happen. Let's be real.
Bruce, wow. One more thing. You can't tell anyone this.
Mm-hmm.
This is big.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm in love.
Oh.
It's an odd feeling.
I am so happy, John. You deserve the best.
Yeah, I'd blush if I could.
I'm assuming.
So mysterious. You at least gotta tell me your name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but if you could please help me look good in front of her, I'd appreciate it. Come on. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Pretty obviously he's talking about Harley. It's not a scar.
Almost.
Not surprised.
Got it. God damn it. I thought I had it. Here, give me a hand with this, will you? I'm pretty sure this is how you get this thing started. Come on, come on, come on.
I could just buy you a car, you know, something with an actual key.
This works. It's just a matter of trial and error. Just one sec. There we go.
Hi, Harley.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright.
Trust me, you don't want to do that. The mess will be awful.
Maybe I like mess.
No, brains are like red wine. The stain never comes out, no matter how hard you scrub.
Since when did you ever scrub a damn thing? I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops.
Those gloves look horribly impractical.
Let's put some music on.
How do they even stay on? You think they...
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn. Isn't she a hoot? I knew you guys would hit it off.
Sure. I can see the funny side.
See, I told you. Bruce is a good sport.
Puddin' here says you're chomping at the bit to meet us. I want to get an idea why. What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
Well, when you have as much money as I do, you get bored. I'm just looking for a little excitement.
Excitement? The man who's got everything's looking for some new toys.
Well, you should have seen the way he took care of business with the guy in the bar, though, Harley. He played him like a Stradivarius.
Do us a favor, Pud. Skip over to that bodega and get me a slushie.
Right now?
Need a buck?
Nah, I got it.
Poor John. He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly impressionable. He thinks the world of you. So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch. Raises all kinds of questions.
I feel bad for him, you know? Coming out of Arkham all alone. He's not equipped to deal with the world.
It's true. Poor old Puddin' don't know a fiesta from a funeral.
Yeah, you got that right.
There's a world full of charity cases out there. And you pick John. You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
My father used to run crime in this city. It's in my blood.
Phooey. My mama was a grocer. I don't give two craps about fruits.
You think that's the same?
Don't matter. You'll show me soon enough if you got what it takes. Aw, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go. What were you guys talking about?
We were talking about you, Pud. About how worried we are for your well-being.
Oh?
Bruce feels bad for you. For, you know, having such a hard time with life. Ain't that right, Brucey? Ain't that the gist of it?
It's the truth.
That's the old me, Bruce. The new me, you won't have to feel sorry for.
Maybe I should have just said we were friends.
That is the best damn slushie ever. Suck on that.
Oh god.
I swear, it'll make your whole body shiver. Come on, put your lips on it. I ain't got cooties. Cross my heart.
John is getting jealous. Oh, crap.
I told ya.
This will end poorly.
Okay, here's what's going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags. You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird told me there's some pretty fancy hacking tech up there. Something called a phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level. Maybe I'll even bring you along on our next job. You'll get all the thrills you ever dreamed of.
What do you want with the phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use.
That woman is tailing us, and she's not watching the road.
What's the matter? You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already talked. He'll do whatever you want.
Is that right? Will you do whatever I want? Will you jump when I say jump? Will you bring me the shiny things I ask for?
I'll do whatever I think is necessary. That's how this gets done.
Sounds like Bruce has got it covered.
Why are so many cars passing us? I thought there was only a 2-lane street.
You're on, Brucey boy. Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
I feel vaguely soiled, and I don't know why. It's a hell of a thing. How badly is this gonna go? I'm probably gonna run into Lucius's daughter in here, aren't I? Oh dear.
Mr. Wayne. Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack. So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
Well, no rest for the weary.
Or for the wicked. You're all set, sir.
Point. What was his name? Daryl? A weirdly spelled Daryl, I think.
Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, this is private property.
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone.
That seems unnecessary.
Going up, Brucey. You do know how an elevator works, don't you? Or do you usually get your servants to press the buttons? This ain't your stop. Don't worry about your pal. He's gonna make it. As long as you behave, that is. Give me a hard time, I go back and finish the job. The same goes for anyone else who gets in the way. Capiche?
You'll regret that.
Oh, I don't live my life with regret, Brucey. It's bad for your health. Keep it cool and no one else gets a dinger to the dome. Now buck up. We're all smiles on this crew. There you go. You're looking like your billion-dollar self again.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Bruce, I'm surprised to see you. And these are... To whom do I owe the pleasure?
They're fashion consultants. I figured it's time I try out a new look.
Not just Bruce. We're gonna revamp this whole place. Dress everyone in snazzy uniforms.
Oh. Well, no one ran this by me.
Just think, you could come into work on Monday dressed just like me.
Is this some kind of joke?
Everything
Do
is.
I look funny to you?
Stupid question.
Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
That seems unnecessary.
You're gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here?
Leave her alone.
I ain't even gotten started.
I said back off.
Your friends don't suit you, Bruce.
This is going horrendously.
You got a firm grip, Mr. Corporation.
Oh shit.
The kind that makes a girl go weak at the knees. Wanna show me what else you can do with those hands? We could carve out some alone time. Just you and little old me.
Let's just stay focused on the task at hand, shall we?
Bruce is right. We are people with purpose. We're here to get the phalanx.
Shut your pie hole, will you, John? You gotta learn to live in the moment.
This is going oh, poorly. You need to calm down, Hurley.
Wait here, I'll be right back with
Forget it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret.
What?
Cobblepot's got quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison.
God damn it,
He told
Cobblepot.
me all sorts of interesting stuff. Say, do you like chess? Work your magic. Tick-tock. What's the holdup?
All my Batman stuff was down there, though. So do they know I'm Batman? Does everybody know I'm Batman?
Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest friends I've ever had.
Nice joke, John. Also, how much of this is still gonna be... Or is this the spot that got wrecked when Lucius... Oh...
I present to you our secret lab.
Speaking of...
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself this time.
Glad you like it.
Like it? Oh, no, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
I guarantee I'm gonna run into his daughter while we're here.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Better question. Where's the phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
But I want to dick around a bit first. Well, they're not going to let me dick around a bit first, I guess. Oh well. That's a shame.
Lock protocol vault thumbprint required Lucius Fox. That's not right. Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking so long, Bruce?
It's saying it won't open without Lucius's thumbprint.
And that got blown up with the rest of him, didn't it? Of all the dumb luck. You're saying we can't get it open, then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
Oh boy.
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first date, Wayne Enterprises. Sorry you didn't make it there, Lucius.
Yeah, they probably had to cancel that reservation.
I remember when Tiffany brought that back from art class. Alright, that's a start.
Walk down memory lane to make me horribly depressed and question my life choices.
Tiffany built that rocket herself. Lucius was so proud.
I'm pretty sure I already saw that picture in the first season.
Getting there. Okay, still unconscious. Hope he's not hurt too badly.
Do they not realize the amount of questions that are going to be asked because of all this? I mean, the guard is one thing. He manages to come too. I can just come up with some sort of bullshit explanation as
One
to
more partial print should do it.
what's going on. But Regina? Or Regina? It's, who, buddy?
Nope. Not encouraging.
Probably gonna be the box, isn't it? Gotta be something personal. Nope, that's
There
it.
we go. Okay, this'll work.
Now that's a shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'. Tell him what it does.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Please don't turn it on right now. That's just asking for trouble. This is John we're talking about. Would that even work, though? You think it would need an actual thumbprint.
Even now, still finding ways to help me.
I don't know how much I'd call
Stay
this
there.
helping.
Don't touch anything.
I touch what I want when I want, Brucey boy. You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key.
If you knew what was best for you, you wouldn't blow us all to Kingdom Come, but I know the odds of that happening are slim.
Looking for this.
Tiffany.
I told you I'd find out what you got my dad mixed up in. This is much worse than I thought.
Oh,
You're not safe here.
crap.
You have to hide.
What the hell are you doing with a secret room full of weapons? What's going on here, Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father worked with Batman. That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman. I knew it! His tech. Dad's fingerprints are all over it. I came looking for answers, but I didn't expect this.
Bruce.
these people you're with. I saw on the cameras what they did to that guard. To Regina.
They'll do the same to you, or worse. Get out of sight.
Bruce, what's taking so long in here, huh? Hey, I know you. We met at your father's funeral.
John.
Okay, Bruce, no need to get physical. I get it. We'll be as quiet as lab rats. But what about Harley? I mean, she's gonna want to know about your, friend here.
You don't have to say anything to her, John, okay? It can be our secret.
In Arkham, I was well known for my discretion. All the guards confided in me. I don't like lying to Harley, but I'll do it for you, Bruce. What I really need is the Phalanx key.
No, you need to be friends with
that. I could go out there and, make Harley happy.
You can have the key. Just leave Tiffany out of it, okay?
You mean this thing?
That's it?
You've got to be kidding, Bruce. You can't give these psychos anything from this lab.
Hey now, no need to get personal. We're all on the same side, remember?
Please, Tiffany. I've been honest with you every step of the way. Now I need you to trust me. Please.
I better not see this on the evening news.
Thank you. This makes things so much better for everyone.
Thank you, Tiffany. You made the right call.
Harley will be over the moon when I show her this.
Stay out of sight until we are long gone.
Whatever. Bruce.
Has it changed for the better or not?
You better know what you're doing.
Lady, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I got no idea what I'm doing.
Took you long enough. I was starting to think you got sucked into a portal to another dimension or something. You boys did good, you know? Made Mama proud.
I really don't like how she keeps calling herself Mama. That's creepy.
It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of here.
Load that thing up too, John. I need it.
I really
Hurry it up.
I probably had no choice but to take that, but I should have scanned the boxes first just to be sure.
Bruce! Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alfred.
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
Things could have gone so much worse. That you managed to keep both John and Tiffany quiet was a masterstroke, Bruce. Still, that young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce. It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. I heard you reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her? You know what she's like. She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth.
Which is why I have
Maybe
to tell her.
we should just tell her.
I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life. Don't make the same mistake I did.
You're right. I'll be as honest with Tiffany as I can.
Very good.
With regards to tonight's other catastrophes?
Your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry. He'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation.
And replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
But there's Regina.
As
though.
for Regina, I'm afraid your fashion consultant's cover story is going to cause more problems. Your encounter there was too bizarre to be ignored.
After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her.
It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
You're always so good at this, Alfred. You'll figure out the right thing.
Yes, I suppose I will.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I should have told him to relax.
I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting.
Huh. Huh.
Well, be careful, and good luck.
I'll try not to lose any more ribs, Alfred. I promise. Hey, isn't this room where you got the crap kicked out of you? Seems like a bad place to go. Full of terrible memories, but okay. Boo.
Those things will kill you. Consider quitting.
Well, you sound like my daughter. Here, you're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Coroner's office? Why there?
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
Now, I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
Yeah. The loss of a loved one can do that.
I'd have to imagine it would.
Hi, Waller. How pissed are you?
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
Jim, live to fight another day. But for now, listen to her.
Listening's the easy part. The hard part's tuning her out.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back.
I'll do whatever I can to help you.
Jim, listen to me. I need you to let me handle this.
I've still got your back, no matter what. I don't want to hear it.
Maybe you should have told
Just
him the
supposed to
complete
come to
truth,
Gotham,
but I
put
don't
the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin fast.
Don't need to tell me.
Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all that.
Even so, it's good that you and your people are here.
Thanks. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent of Esther. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you,
the lady in
these
the car?
very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up. I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
A vote of confidence. I'm touched, Waller.
Credit where credit's due. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? they'll never know what hit them.
You need to involve Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now. Batman.
It seems like a pretty big priority if you ask
If
me.
it gets bad for you, just remember, we're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with him at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
Of course, she has a point.
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
How horribly is this gonna go?
All right. Here we go.
Nice disguise, Bruce. I'm getting Matches Malone vibes. Matches Malone, the undercover identity Batman used whenever he was on the streets.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway, home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Hacienda?
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
Excuse me?
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
What I have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
Pissed
I
off
bring us
him.
back the transport
Marvin's
and the
happy.
arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the Phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here. Ah! Whoopsie. What the heck?
John! Turn it off!
Cut it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming.
What have you done?
Oh.
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice!
Holy shit.
I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
So I need to turn them all off? What am I doing? I don't even know what this is. Isn't it off? Okay. Oh god, this is a puzzle, isn't it? I haven't been paying attention. just straight up killed me, didn't he?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming.
What have you done?
What am I supposed to do with this thing? Do I know what I'm supposed to...
You need to uncuff me.
Wait.
Don't screw this up.
No, I don't think I wasn't...
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice!
I wasn't paying attention. I need to match the...
I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
That's it. Okay, first schematic matched. Second schematic matched. Okay, I just have to follow the screen, that's all it is. Never mind. Okay, that wasn't that hard. I was trying to get through this without dying at least once.
Well, at least we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
And that's why he was so
You may
pissed
have
off.
impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
Power struggle.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
I presume there's a bit of a vacuum since Riddler died. I'm assuming he was the guy who kept them all together. Until he fell apart.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little.
Oh, her bad.
You distanced yourself from us, back at your office. I don't blame you, after all the trouble I caused. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people.
Oh, that's nice.
Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Harley. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it.
I'll be honest, Harley, I wasn't sure what to make of you. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, but don't push your luck. You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg, Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet, and believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns. I want you to come with.
I'm in. Just tell me what to do.
That's what I wanted to hear. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Look, I lost my parents too.
I know the story. Everyone in this goddamn town knows the story.
It don't make you president of the Dead Parents Club. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
I have connections, Harley. Good ones. I dig up everything I can of potential business partners.
A background check? I guess that's only fair.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
Thank you for giving me a new nickname. President of the Dead Parents Club is a perfect one for Bruce Wayne.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead?
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off. But seriously, who does that?
I don't know. Sounds pretty romantic to me.
Bruce, you big softy. I suppose you could see it that way. It's just made him into such an angry person. You know, it's tearing him up inside. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you.
Well, I know.
But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
I've noticed.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
How very reassuring. Well, it's time to go make nice and try not to die. Nice punching bag.
Spirit of unity? Not really what I'm sensing from this group.
I wonder, can I just go straight back into Hurley's office and have a poke around? No.
Come back later, will ya?
No, I cannot. Okay, a few thoughts before I continue. One thing I'm really liking about this, and it's something that in all of the stuff I'm after reading, and, you know, experiencing, I suppose, about the Batman mythos, if you want to use a fancy term for it. This is the first time I've ever seen the relationship dynamic between Harley and Joker flipped. Like, as opposed to Joker being the one who messed with Harley and created her, it seems like if I play my cards horrendously wrong, it'll be the other way around. Harley is going to create the Joker. And that's assuming there's anything I can do to stop it. There might not even be. Like, maybe if I saw it enough with John and try to convince him to be a better person, we won't get the murderous psychopath that he becomes. I doubt it, because there's never as much choice as you think there are in these games. But it'll be interesting to see how this Harley-Bruce-John relationship plays out. Let's go have a chat with Victor. Let's turn this on again.
What would Harley need with an EMP?
Get him to kill me.
I can't risk tampering with it.
Because Freeze will kill me. Again.
What are they planning to do? I don't have time to sort through all this. Not with them watching me.
So why is Freeze here? You think he'd be over in his lab?
I heard about your wife, and I...
Whoa!
Hear me out. I might be able to help.
What do you mean? You'll answer me if you're smart and understand the concept of self-preservation.
I know pain. What it's like to lose a loved one.
I can't imagine anyone knowing anything like what I've experienced. But I do know of your family tragedy. Perhaps you may know what it's like.
I see you care about me being
caught.
president of the Dead Parents Club.
What happens to your wife then?
What do you propose?
I own technology companies, Victor. Big ones. You could house and protect her. Continue your research to cure her.
Why? Why would you do this?
Your wife deserves it, right? The innocent deserve our protection.
You're right about that much. I'll talk to Bane. Make sure he thinks you're on the level.
You have my word.
I may have misjudged you.
Any tips on handling Bane?
I don't know. Go talk to him. Good luck.
Thanks. And to be honest, at least that's one thing I'm not too worried about if it comes down to it. Because no matter what happens, I'll try to help Victor and his wife, or at the very least I'll try to help his wife, because if the story of Victor is the same as it is in most media, most media ever since the animated series anyway, the awesome one that came out in the 90s, because that is the one that solidified Victor's tragic backstory and the whole deal with his wife. I mean, you can't help but feel bad. I mean, he's a murderous lunatic, but his wife doesn't deserve any of the crap that's happened to her, so I'll do what I can to help them. Nice house, John. Let's go have a chat with him, see what he has to say. I'm gonna want to put off talking to Bane for a while, I think. He's gonna be the hardest one to convince.
Hey, buddy! It's always so good to see you. Like, so good.
Always good to see you, John.
I've been wanting to say, Bruce, thanks for helping me out before at your office, making me look good.
Hey, I'm just glad everything worked out.
Did it ever? Handing that key over to Harley, giving her what she wanted. Pure ecstasy.
He's a yes man.
It was a big moment for me. I should have known right when we pinky sweared that everything would work out great.
Harley wants me to try to get in good with Bane and Freeze.
I think you're well on your way to doing just that. And I've been doing, what I can to help, too. You didn't catch it? When it looked like Bane might kill you, I set off that EMP, as a distraction. Thought it might give you a chance to show off your technical skills in front of Freeze.
Wow, then I owe you my life, John.
It's what pals do. I know you'd do the same for me. And wouldn't you know it, you nailed it. You already know I like you, Bruce. You better get cracking on getting those other guys to like you too. Because I don't want to have to watch what happens if they don't.
Okay, well that's interesting. Because I have to say, it was rather smart on his part. I mean, it still nearly got Freeze to kill me, and to be honest, he did kill me because I didn't notice the answer to the puzzle, and he did his thing to me. But, yeah, it was actually rather smart and bizarrely nice of him to do that, because Bane probably would have straight up killed me, let's be honest. It's Bane. He's not a man for subtlety.
Priska.
Bane loves that beer. I bought some for when I need to talk to him. He's scarier than anybody in Arkham.
I believe that. B. Yeah.
Did you have one here?
Oh, that spot was for Batman.
You like Batman?
What's not to like? I only saw him for a second in Arkham, but... oh man, I'd love to see him again.
Okay, so he is kind of obsessed with Batman. It just seems like he has more of a great attachment to Bruce. Oh, also, I love that picture of him and the Riddler. Also, that makes me think of his laughing gas.
Think she really brightens up the room. 1,000-watt face.
How'd you two meet?
Same way you and I met. In Arkham. She found me at a dark time and gave me a reason to live out here and experience all this. I don't see how we aren't destined to be together. It just wouldn't make any sense.
So he's the one creepily obsessed with her in this case. Must be him coming out of Arkham. That's him and the doctor he had in the last episode. Okay. Guess that's it. See, here's the funny thing. Okay, so he's got these pictures of him and guys he must have scared the bejesus out of and pasted my face over it, but there's this picture in the middle that is me. And it looks like it was taken at Lucius's funeral. I can't remember. Didn't I tell him not to take? No, maybe there wasn't any way you could have... okay, whatever. I think I chastised him for taking the picture at the funeral, but he still took it. I think that's what happened. Well, I've got beer to smooth things over with Bane, so let's go have a chat.
EMP shielding. This material will keep whatever it's insulating from being affected by the EMP blast.
Which means they have something they're going to use.
What the hell do you want? Bane doesn't want us talking to him. Get out of here.
Fair enough. So it's nice to see John's influence around the entire building. Hi, Bane. Machismo. Let's look at the posters.
And now I see where Bane gets his fashion sense.
Have a drink.
Just thought you looked thirsty.
Please, come. Riddler. He bombed your building and killed your friend.
He did.
Someone did that to me. I'd bomb their building, kill their friend. As Riddler's friend, I have to know, are you here for payback? Did you come for revenge? Answer me, or I will break you in half.
Riddler is dead. Any revenge I wanted, I already got.
He did not deserve such an end. But you have a point.
Okay.
In this line of work, one cannot be too careful. Trust has been the hardest thing to find, especially after Riddler's death. Yes, men you can trust, so hard to find. He was with my crew at the police arsenal.
Hey!
The prisoner he was supposed to be guarding got away. And yet he doesn't have a scratch on him.
This is crazy!
I suspect we have a traitor among us. One begins to smell a rat, after Riddler's murder and that prisoner getting away. Loyalty is all that we have. But there can be no trust unless I can believe that you are who you say you are, and that you are really willing to do all that you claim.
You want me to beat the God of Death? Oh, shit.
Only one of you walks out of here.
You know me!
The sooner one of you picks up that pipe and bashes the other's head, the sooner we get this over with.
Fine. I'll prove it!
You showed him mercy. That was a mistake. Take him somewhere.
I'm sorry, Bane, but
The package is moving!
I'm not going to beat a man to death for you.
What's going on? The job we've been getting ready for. It's happening.
Good. I'm ready.
Not so fast, the money bags. You're not in the pact. Not yet. Not till everyone votes. What do you say, boys? Bruce Wayne.
Bane's probably
In
against me.
or out?
The aristocrat lacks the backbone to dirty his hands. Out.
Damn.
There may be more to Wayne than first appeared. He can be trusted. In.
Bruce is strong and smart, handsome, like super handsome. It's nuts, you guys. Where was I going with this? Right. I vote in.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? We got a majority, folks. Bruce is in. You've earned a ticket to ride, pal.
Make sure that EMP shielding is on those APCs. I don't need any surprises.
Time to get that package.
Remember, when we work together, no one can stop us. When we work together, the world can be ours! Let's go!
Somebody grab that thing, it's important.
Let's go hit him with the hind!
So Bane doesn't trust me, but everyone else is fine. Oh, how horribly is this gonna go? What are they after? Are they attacking the agency? That would make sense.
Wayne, we are close. Make your device ready.
Will do. EMP primed and ready to go.
Harley,
Yeah, what?
we have almost reached the target vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Now, you are providing our escape.
Waller, on the move with targets. Track this signal. Get your people here, now.
We've got your signal locked. Cavalry is on the way.
Now we do this.
Of course, when this goes south, Bane is going to suspect me. Of course he is. Maybe I should have beaten the crap out of that guy.
What in the...
I gotta say, Bruce, now that we're actually here and it's really happening, I'm feeling some butterflies in my stomach.
We have an obstruction ahead, both lanes. Armored vehicles. Service weapons at the ready. Do not engage.
Now, Wayne! Do it!
What was that?
What the hell is going on?
HQ, do you copy?
My gun, it's fried.
All comms are down.
Move! Carry the torch, Mr. Suit. Stay sharp. Secure the vehicle.
That was a very Joker laugh.
Get down on the ground! Stay down.
Everybody freeze! Everybody out! Down! Everybody down! Nobody move!
At least this way they don't kill anyone.
Face it, you're outmatched. Nobody has to die here.
Your place is on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Freeze! Open the door! Everyone, stay sharp and keep order. Allow no sudden moves, and no talk.
I think it'll be easy to turn them all against Bane, and that's probably my best course of action.
Strike it. Go on. Quickly. You're wondering what's in there. Find out for yourself. Back off, or I'll shoot.
He didn't know.
No!
Don't.
Break it out!
We don't have time for this.
We're not done here, Wayne.
I would not turn my back on you.
Ah, shit. Great,
I'll
now
leave this
he's pissed
clean
at
up
me.
to you, but hurry. Men, seize the cargo.
Get out of here!
Waller, where are you?
Is that fried too? Wouldn't that be fried too?
Waller here. Let them have it, Wayne.
What are you talking about?
The package. Let them have it. It's not worth my agents' lives.
You can't be serious. You were supposed to be here.
No! That was my ride! Break out the artillery and disable their vehicles!
What?
Damn it.
We can fix this all later. For now, just move it. Waller out.
God damn you, Waller.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will blow your heads off if you make me. Eat concrete! Lights out!
Put out that fire!
Shit. Ah, I mistimed that. That could have gone better.
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with their heads.
They say warrior's dead!
Head off early.
Lucy, come join the fun! Keep your arms and legs inside the ride!
Impressive. Stopping Bane is going to be difficult, so...
What do you want with us?
Stay down.
Woo! Well, that was fun. Kinda. Be a sweetheart and give me a hand with the luggage.
I'm really upset that I didn't toss that guy into the car. I'm assuming that would have saved me. That could have gone so much better.
Damn it, Bane! Can you get in the damn car already?
How many bullets is Bane taking?
I'm out of here!
If I went to head off Bane, he'd probably be the one. And Hurley would have been stuck behind, but to be honest, Hurley seems like she'd be the one that'd be easier to keep in line. Bane on the other hand. But then again, pissing off Bane is probably going to make this a lot harder. I'm really sad that I got that guy killed.
Nice work back there, Brucey boy. You really know how to show a girl a good time.
Have your fun now.
Oof, the Iceman bummeth.
Ah,
If Bane
hilarious.
survives, you'll make us all pay for abandoning him.
Bane will survive, and he won't let this slide. Freeze is right. If he makes it back, he's gonna be furious.
Oh no, we're so scared.
Yeah, you should be.
All right. We got the package. Be grateful you're around to see it.
Seems like most of the goons are loyal to Bane over everybody. I think they were probably loyal to Riddler before that.
Intrigued, Brucey? Wanna know what's inside? Go on, open it.
They probably latched on to Bane after Riddler died as their next leader. I guess I figured he was probably the most likely to succeed. Speaking of...
Whew. I thought he stank when he was alive.
You
Why?
really put us through a lot of trouble, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Why?
Getting yourself killed like that.
We needed you for the next stage.
I've got what you need. For the right price.
Selena? Oh, shit. And I assume that's the end of the episode. Yeah, of course it is. Well, things just got a hell of a lot more complicated, didn't it? Oh, boy. You and 50% of players left Harley feeling happy. She liked how efficiently you retrieved the Feelings Key, she was impressed that you managed to uncover information on her father, she is thrilled that you fought with her instead of Bane. Okay, Alfred's doing better. You and 34% of players left Alfred feeling content, which is better than I left him last time. He approved of your decision to be honest with Tiffany. He was proud when you told him he always does the right thing. Your conversation in the parlor gave him a renewed sense of purpose. You and 47% of players left Waller feeling content. She was frustrated when you asked her to consider Gordon. She disapproved when you called you calling Gordon's of her to help her. She disapproved of you calling Gordon's of her to help you. Okay. J.B. Blank, that's a fairly familiar name. I kind of missed most of the names over there. I wanted to know some of the voice actors. Harley sounds kind of familiar, but I think I missed it. But because you agreed to work with her while undercover, your relationship with Waller is positive. Okay, good way to end that. Shit, Gordon is worried. Although actually being worried is good, because the alternative is he hates me, I guess. He was glad you called on him to help you. He is honored to be working alongside you against Waller. Even though you didn't tell him what Waller has on you, he's worried about you. You and 50% of players left John feeling happy. He was overjoyed when you pinky swore never to lie again. He was intrigued by the underhanded way you handled Willie. He is elated that you chose to fight alongside Harley. You and 50% of players left Tiffany feeling worried. Surprised when you told her and she appreciated letting you jump. Okay, alright, so that's good. Okay, I've left everybody on good terms in this episode. Again, it's 50-50 split. Most people actually called Waller. I'm surprised about that. It might be because of the identity thing. And once again, an even split for this too. Although at one point he drew a knife on John, I guess that didn't happen. Most people went with Hurley. Makes sense. Most people pinky swear with John. Okay. Cool. Yeah, again, this right here was the spoiler as to who the other members of the pack were, because, I mean, Hurley, Bane, Freeze, come on now. No, I'll pass on this right now. Oh, thank you. Well, that was a hell of a thing. Although, I'm glad that I seem to, I mean, I suppose I shouldn't have been surprised Catwoman was involved. This is quite clearly her silhouette, and I knew that beforehand. So I should have known she would have cropped up in this insanity at some point or another. But I'm glad I seem to go on a bit of a better streak in this one. Like, I seem to minimize as much damage as I could, except for that poor bastard that I got killed during the fight. I should have tossed him out of the way, but I just froze and pressed the wrong button. Oh well. As the pressure to uncover the impending attack on Gotham intensifies, Bruce navigates his dual identity and his relationships with his new allies. This is going to be even more interesting because Selina knows who I am. So either this is going to make things more complicated, or at the very least I'm going to have an ally to help me take these people down from the inside. I'm assuming the latter might be more the case on account of I left her on pretty good terms last season, so that's fine. The only problem I see coming out of this is I'm on Harley's good side. She's being very flirtatious, as she does, and that, oh man. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Because aside from Bane, I see Harley becoming the de facto leader of this group. She seems to be the smartest, well, I mean, no, Freeze is probably the smartest, let's be real, but he's a lot more obsessed than she is, and not as easy to work with, I would imagine. I mean, easy for me to work with, of course, because the whole thing with his wife, and I'm totally on board with helping her, but in terms of criminal enterprise, I'd say he's probably going to be the hardest person for, and he would not be the perfect candidate to lead the pact on account of, you know, the only thing he cares about is his wife. John, obviously, is too unpredictable and a bit of a newbie, so he's not going to be able to take the reins. Bane seems to have the most respect out of the crew, and again, I think that is largely to do with the fact that they're transferring over to him from the Riddler. They probably trust him more than anybody else, whereas the Riddler was the man in charge prior. But Harley seems like she's the easiest person to work with. Problem is, if I side with Harley too much, then I imagine I'm going to make John jealous, and I know that's going to bite me in the ass. And now the Catwoman's involved. If that ends up becoming more flirtatious, then she's going to be pissed off about that, probably. Great. We're trying to save lives. I don't want to get involved in a love rectangle, I believe, is the way you call this. Yeah. Again, I'm really, really interested that they took this dynamic with Joker and Harley in this case. Like, she is the reason he's ended up the way he has. And I mean, I suppose the other thing, too. Well, I can see how this is going to turn into a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because if I do everything to please John, and he ends up actually hooking up with Harley, then she's probably going to turn him into the Joker. If I take that temptation away from him and veer her away from him, he's probably going to get so pissed off he becomes the Joker anyway. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to try to side with John as much as I can to see if I can influence him, I guess. That's the best I can do. But that's for another day. Oh, things. The twisted web we weave. But no, that was fun. Okay, so One Dog Story was pretty cool. And this just gets more and more interesting. The Batman. I don't know why the hell they need Joker's corpse. Not Joker. Riddler's corpse. I'm assuming there must be something. Like maybe they have some piece of equipment that requires a retinal scan? Or they need his fingerprints for something, or whatever. This is the Riddler we're talking about, so I imagine that one of the pieces of gear he created for the Pact, as a bit of insurance, he probably made it so that they needed him to operate it. That's the only thing I can figure. But as to how that's going to turn out, who the hell knows? But that will be a concern for another day. I'm actually getting pretty close to the end of this. Well, not the end of this, but as much of this as I can play for now, because they've only released up to episode 3, and I don't know when the 4th one is coming out. So sometime within the next few days I'll play that, and then I guess I'm just going to have to wait with bated breath until they carry on with it. So, yeah, maybe I'll string out doing episode 3 for a little bit, do a couple other things just to build that buffer. So maybe it won't be too long after I do 3 that 4 is released, or maybe it'll be released soon. Who knows? In any case, that's neither here nor there. As always, I thank everybody, whoever happened to stop by, very, very much for joining me on this journey. And, yeah, I'll see you folks next time. Until then, I wish you a farewell and a good night. Ta-ta for now.